And when you reduce, people don't even notice that. It's only when you've added that's when they're like,
what happened? Whatever happened?
Do you eat even the plates? You know, like
something must have happened.
Yeah, you just can't, and you don't know that many things that happened for someone to gain weight
have contributed to that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back again with another video, and we are here with my friend Harriet. Lengerded. Is it Lengerded or Lengerded? Because nimesikia watu wakikuita very many things. Please clear the airwaves.
I mean, if you feel it's Lengerded, legendary, by all means, nimechoka kuji-explain.
Umechoka?
Nimechoka.
Okay.
Because they still do it wrong.
So what's the right way they should call it?
Lengerded.
Lengerded.
Yes.
I hope you have heard from the person herself. It's Lengerded.
Yeah.
So yeah, who are you? Who are you, Miss Lengerded?
I'm a failed member of the UNSPOKEN channel. I'm just here to ride on this wave of Debbie.
Wow.
Because this YouTube channel feels like it's mine now, and you'll see more of me, whether she likes it or not. Okay, I'll behave so that I can make more cameos.
You can make it. You can make things easier for me, Sindio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. So karibu sana to this platform.
Thank you.
I'm glad to have you here. And yeah, so
Disclaimer.
yeah.
I don't know where to look. So if I look at myself or you,
but if you find yourself looking at yourself, it is also fine. I've made that mistake numerous times. So it is well.
That's why I feel very comfortable appearing in this channel, because they accept everyone as they are.
Every flaw.
Every flaw.
Okay, okay. And just to clear the waves, what happened to Unspoken?
Well, we had numerous fights.
So many?
We snatched people's boyfriends.
Hey.
I mean, it was messy. Very messy. And even right now, we're just recovering from a fight. And we're trying now to be better adults. So I hope you guys will
accept, will move on.
Yeah.
Because it's been over 4 years now, guys. Please,
Yeah. Since 2017.
Yeah. So.
But I do miss it as much as you guys miss it.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Anyway, please, guys, like, with all honesty, nothing happened. Nothing dramatic happened. There may be a bit of ups and downs, but we sorted it out. And yeah, as in, we are fine. Nothing dramatic happened.
Yeah, and one thing is, making YouTube videos are not easy. Hey? Please support content creators like Debbie. Please
Support me.
Subscribe Papa too.
Subscribe here.
Are you holding the subscription?
Yeah.
Amekuja na unyenyekevu mbele yenu. Mpe subscriptions.
Tafadhali. Tunawaomba.
Naam, shukran.
Haya basi. So, what are we talking about today?
Body image.
Body image.
Yeah, body image, for me, I will describe it as how you feel about your body in simple terms. How you view your body, how you see it, how you appreciate it, how you talk to your body. Yeah.
See, I'll just ride on that wave because I think also for me that's what we do. It's fine.
Keep the conversation flowing.
Yeah, keep the conversation. Wow.
Thank you guys for watching. Let's keep this conversation flowing.
And subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram channels. Anyway, it is well. Yeah, so I think even for me, I describe body image as how you perceive yourself, how you view yourself. I don't know if you've ever done this test where you're looking at yourself in the mirror. Then there's a way you see yourself, but then you think, do other people see me the way I look, the way I see myself in the mirror? I don't know if you've ever experienced that. Me personally, I have. Like, maybe I see myself as a bit thicker in the mirror. When I look at myself, I'm like, wow, nani meongeza weight. You know? Alafu,
is it in a negative way?
No, not in a negative.
Okay.
Like, because now for me, I've always been small, so I've always wanted to add weight.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, I'm looking a bit thick. But when someone else sees me, they're like, hey, Nasi Stacy, you may reduce.
Yeah.
What's going on? Are you okay?
Do such comments affect you?
But of course.
Really?
Like they okay, not as much as before, but I feel like they're very intrusive comments,
Yeah.
like it's just a bit too personal, or maybe how the person asks as if they're entitled to your body and your space. And you know, if you've been around me, if you're my really close friend and you tell me, yeah, my hand will be reduced, and you're saying it out of a good place, then that's different. But if it's a random stranger, I'm like,
because for me, I feel like most people that get that type of that type of talk is usually most people tend to body shame. It's usually the bigger people. Like rarely is it, not that it doesn't happen, but most of the time is us big people that get the, oh my god, you're so fat, you're so, and when you reduce, people don't even notice that. It's only when you've added, that's when they're like,
what happened? Whatever happened?
Do you eat even the plates? You know, like
something must have happened.
Yeah, you just can't, and you don't know that many things that happened for someone to gain weight
have contributed to that. I think it's so difficult for, I think, both our body sizes.
Yeah.
And I have seen people who are fuller or thicker, but I've just seen for people who are fuller that they receive more negative comments, like you're saying. But then kuna community ma people who are smaller or have come from families where genuinely maybe one of our parents is just smaller in body size. Yeah. So even
genetics.
Genetics. So even you end up like that, not because you want to. So you will eat
what it is.
You will eat. You will not gain maybe the way other people are. You know, for other people they just, I don't know.
I smell food. I smell food. 2 kgs up or 5. I look like a balloon, literally.
So that happens within a short period of time.
Yeah, a very short period of time. If I decide to just eat how I want, without caring what I'm putting in my mouth, I would really grow big, because both my parents are big. But also, I have never reached a point where I've looked at myself negatively in terms of, oh my god, I'm so ugly, oh my god, I feel like a lesser being. One, because my mom is actually very she's very supportive, and she was very affirmative to us. She kept on telling us, do not let anyone define you, from a young age. So I grew up knowing that.
Shout out to you, Mama Harriet.
Pew, pew, pew.
If you're watching this, will she watch this? Will you share with her?
I'll share with her. So she will be like, don't let anyone define who you are. And so I grew up knowing that I am my own best version of myself, and there's no one else who will come and make me feel like I do not belong. Of course, there are times I've compared myself. I mean, look at the billboard. People are looking, they're snatched.
They're actually looking perfect.
Yeah, so there are times, of course, you look at yourself and you're like, oh my god, my tummy. Because my tummy has always been like, the concentration part, I'm just like, oh, it's so big. You want to hide it.
Yeah.
And it's not bad, but don't hate on yourself. Do not tell yourself harsh things. Luckily for weight, you can always do something about it. Don't just throw yourself a pity party and expect the weight to go down. Do something about it, but don't be harsh on yourself, or don't, because all these things, when you hear negative things, they can lead to mental health or bad eating disorders. You find someone with bulimia, every time they eat, they have to go puke it out. So yeah, that's what I'll say. Do not
wasi they don't let it get to
don't let it get to your head. I mean, no one's perfect.
Yeah.
And also, nobody cares. To be very honest, you say you're worrying about what Debbie says. You think, oh no, Debbie thinks my tummy is so big. Debbie also has her own insecurity. She's probably thinking, oh, my arms is too tiny. Yeah. Why? You know, people they're always thinking, so they don't have time to think about you. So you think about yourself. Do you, baby girl? Baby boy.
Hey, parting shots. Are we done?
No, sorry.
No, I guess it is well. Yeah. So now for like us small-bodied girls, the struggle has been the opposite. So maybe for you guys, you're being told, hey, lose weight. What is going on? Just lose it. As we're being told, you look super unhealthy. Why are you not eating enough? You're losing so much. Like, I remember at some point, there are a few like family relatives.
Yeah.
Every time they see me, hey, now umekonda, now ume reduce, now ume, and I'm like,
they always have something to say.
you know, maybe they're thinking every single day I'm waking up, working out like crazy, like
You have
this
just
girl-
one mission in
yeah,
life.
or they think like it is I'm being influenced by social media to look a certain way. So like a few of my family people will just be like, hey, don't try and, you know, look a certain
way.
way or lose so much weight that you start not looking like yourself.
Yeah.
But me in my head I'm like, nah, but I'm eating, I'm doing things that I'm meant to be doing, but I'm just not adding weight
yeah.
as faster as other people. And for me, that is my struggle. So I end up thinking, I'm like, okay, so maybe it's not good to be this size. I need to be a bit
Bigger,
yeah, or thicker as they call it.
Yeah.
But even I have my own mishaps about that term, thicker, because sometimes thicker doesn't mean healthy. It's just a term we put because we think even men prefer women who are thicker. I don't know, like it's just so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always think, hey, you need to add weight, Debbie, you need to add weight. So I try and eat. I think there's this time where we went somewhere, it's the Nevada trip. I went with my mom, and that's the one time where I think I was eating, like, you know, 3-course meals. Na si ati unapewa just rice and nyama and mboga. Like this was different. You're having your starter, which is soup. Then, I mean, breakfast is already a whole meal. Like you have bacon, sausages, French beans, vegetables, bread, like everything you can think of. So I ate like that for 2 days. I added, I think, a kg or 2. For other people, it would be like, you know, it's explode. But for me, I'm like, guy, 1 or 2. I'm sorry.
That's a bit personal.
Guy, I'm sorry. I didn't want to make it personal. But for me, I'm just like, but now you see me, I wanted more.
Yeah.
Me, I was like, 1 or 2 is not enough. Like, what do you mean?
I mean, you should live in Naivasha.
Yeah, I should probably just go back to Naivasha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, that has always been my struggle, just feeling like I'm too small. I remember in high school wanting bigger breastises, and I was like, why is it that everyone else is maturing faster?
I digress. When you were a kid, did you put socks?
Hey, sis! No, I was just wearing bigger bras, like
to be like,
I was just wearing
padded
bras.
I have them, and I'm like,
and now you're just like,
okay. I mean, they're too much into my space.
Yeah.
So you have them, and then you still have other insecurities. Right now, you're thinking about other things, and like everything takes time.
Yeah. Yes. Sis, I used to. For me, it wasn't socks. For me, it was so many things. I used to wear padded bras, not all the time, but that was like in high school. High school kulikuwa na pressure mob, like to look a certain way, to feel a certain way, to feel like this is how you'll be attractive to a boy, or a man. You have to have filled up the places in your body that need to be filled up. So the padding of bras, the working out, the squats, doing squats, so that squats are not bad. You know, you do your squats, but I just used to feel like
do it for the right reasons.
Yeah, for me it was my goal was just like, hey, look fuller in that area so you can be attractive to so and so. Not even for myself. Yeah. So it was so sad. But now body weight and concerns have always been an issue for me growing up. But I think right now I'm just at the place where I'm slowly trying to accept my body. I know my body won't stay like this forever. There'll be changes along the way. There have been changes even since I was a kid. I've not been like this.
Do you think that since we're in an era of social media and we see all these things in an instant, how do you think it has affected like
how I see more people
body?
Well, I mean, social media has made things worse. I think social media has its pros, but then it's made things worse for a lot of people because I won't post a picture of me when I have fallen down and my face is bruised, or I won't post a picture of me, let's say postpartum, if I've given birth. Like people are always posting
the good times,
yeah,
when you're looking your best.
Exactly,
yeah.
When you're looking snatched, or when you've lost weight after a couple of months of working out, and you know you're not showing the process necessarily. I think it's only a few people who are doing that, like before and after, and we applaud those guys because they are showing the reality of things. But most
you have to
guys
put in the work.
Most guys are just showing
the aftermath
or the edited versions, because there are some people who edit their photos so much that they don't look like themselves in real life. So I think it has made things worse. I think for me it did, just comparing myself, and I'm like, but I want her skin, I want her hair, I want her body. Oh my gosh, looks so nice. What about me? It's the whole pity party you're talking about. Yeah. So what about you?
For me, even not necessarily affecting me, but even the natural hair and relaxed hair. We were always taught how straight hair is the business, and that our hair should look a certain type, and it's because of the media and what we've, you know, there's nothing you do. There's nothing you do. It's just out of nowhere. You've actually seen it somewhere. So, yeah, I remember at some point I was a relaxed girl.
You were?
I was.
High school.
Yeah. I was, and I don't even know why I did it. You know, but right now, in retrospect, I know it's because of the images that we've been thrown, in a way,
subconsciously or consciously,
And right now I have natural hair. I love it, and it's manageable. It's
beautiful. She means under this there's
and
natural hair, not this one.
If you thought this is my hair, you're correct. It is mine.
Yeah, very correct.
So it has really played a part, and I pity the generations to come, because I feel like it will be even worse than what we're experiencing right now. And hopefully, like, will there be people like me and you also to tell them it's not that serious?
Like just relax.
Just relax.
Okay.
No one's perfect.
Out
here
at all. Like no one's perfect at all.
They've gone through a lot to just post that one picture to prove that their life is the best.
Doing the best. We are sorry for that helicopter. I was telling people in my previous video, this one I've uploaded. Every single time in my shoot, there's always a helicopter, an aeroplane, something passing. But it is
they're trying to say you're flying.
But then now I'm thinking, like, what are these things that people associate body types to? Like, for example, for the one who's skinny, or petite or tiny like me, and I know that people who are smaller than me, but now for people our size, they usually associate, in the African society, it's usually associated with you're unhealthy, or you're sick, you must be sick. Yeah, like it's really, really messed up. Or you're, what else? I don't know the other one, but I don't know.
For skinny, most of the time it's usually just you're sick, you're unhealthy, you're...
Oh, I remember the other one. The other one is like, you don't look like you can bear a child. Because it's usually like, I think there's even this goddess, nimesahau jina yake, but it's a weird thing. She looked like perfect. Her body looked like her waist was snatched, her hips were, she was called the fertility goddess or something. It's some weird thing. But then you see, now people associated fertility or someone who can carry a child with someone who's thicker or fuller. So even the smaller ones are looked at like, hey, wewe unaweza.
Actually, I've actually had someone comment that you don't have hips. How will you give birth?
Guy, Kwani,
and I'm like,
is my baby stored on my hip? Like, don't I need a uterus and many other things?
And it's a man saying that.
So I think there's, we'll do more research on that, but there's been a lot of, being thicker and being able to give birth and fertility, hips. I think it has something to do with maturity. So they think if you're maybe 28 and hauna hips the way they think you need to have hips, then you haven't matured and you're not
Yeah,
able to carry
a baby.
But that's not true. I know people who have carried babies and are raising them.
Yeah, and they're okay. They're healthy babies.
Yeah, and they're healthy, and they themselves are not what society wants them to be. Yeah, they just have their own bodies. So
for big people, it's the associated African African what? Society. Yeah. They deem big people, fat people. If you're offended, what like in the same one as people who wealthy and appreciated, wealthy in terms of this comments like, hey, unaishi vizuri hata sio tugawie, you know.
You must be living well.
You have to be living well. Bibi anakulisha, you know, like all that. And then a respectable man in society or a woman, you're always considered like to be the like CEO, chairman, all these things. And also being big or fat does not necessarily mean that you're healthy or unhealthy. There are very many people who are very healthy and they are still big. Yeah. And vice versa. Yeah.
So those are many assumptions, myths about, you know, people with our body types. And of course, we can only speak for the women so much, not so much the men. Yeah. Because maybe men have a different experience when it comes to their weight and bodies.
How they view their body. But I'm sure they do have. They do have personal struggles because you see men on the magazines are also portrayed as abs is the best thing.
Or they're sexualized or objectified like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I guess for the man who doesn't have the abs in our society, for them it looks like you're less attractive. Which actually makes sense because
I don't have the only
don't. So I was just saying, which makes sense because these women who are like, I want the tall, dark, handsome. I mean, where does that come from? It must come from the social media. It must come from this media, things we're consuming, movies, series, because you think the man...
The tall, dark, and handsome can carry you.
Higher
because he's tall.
Yeah, or it has something to do with protection as well. Like he can protect me because he's bigger. But...
Because he can carry you.
Like, what is this? I think it has to do with a lot of that misconception, but that's not true. I mean, just because your man is not tall, dark, handsome with ameunga and akona 6 packs doing up, it doesn't mean he can't protect you. I'm sure he can protect you in so many ways. Even physical, if need be. If you're in danger, you know, he needs to be able to protect you. So I mean, that doesn't mean that you don't take care of your body as a man and, you know, try to be fit and all those things. That's
if you're not happy about it,
do something about it. Yeah. So I think there's a lot we pick from society, from what we consume daily, what we think people want us to be. And I think just to add on to what you had said, for ladies who are smaller, it doesn't necessarily mean we are healthy. That's also another thing. So just that it's just a PSA to everyone. You will know whether you're healthy or not. You know what you're
the one
consuming.
who knows.
Yeah,
you're the one who knows. No one can tell you.
Yeah.
And don't lie to yourself. You know, you can lie to everybody else, but don't make the mistake of lying to yourself.
Yeah, just be honest with yourself. What you're consuming, and consuming doesn't even have to be necessarily food. Like, what you're watching can actually affect you psychologically, even physically. Yeah. And you can end up looking at yourself negatively. But do what you can to make yourself feel better. If that's working out, if that's eating well, if that's talking to a friend, if that's therapy. I mean, we need a lot of help in this our generation.
We do, because we're feeding into so many. There's so much noise everywhere.
Yeah.
Telling you all sorts of things, to be this, to be that, to do that, to do this. So you need to silence all that and just internalize and know exactly what it is that you can improve or you need to do or
Okay.
Because I mean,
you mean
this body, you'll only have one.
Yeah.
It's yours, There'll never be another Harriet, there'll never be another Debbie. So you might as well make the best of it.
True.
You love it and feed it all the good things.
True.
You know, as much as you want to say, oh, it's my body,
I'll do
also
whatever
what I want,
to do with
cool. But also you need to treasure your body, because when you treat your body right, it loves you back. And also it translates to your mental. If you are insecure about your skin, it also translates. You know, if you whatever you feed your body, working out, it shows. But there are many other causes of body image. You can find you being bullied when you're a kid about certain things.
Right. Tell us.
Being teased or bullied as a child of how you looked. That one kwanza has a big effect, because you grow up now thinking that you really need to change this aspect of your body. Me, I was teased about my forehead. I got it.
Woo!
I got it. But
it's a beautiful forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I ask myself, and then what? Will it ever go?
What do I need to do now? I mean,
there are things you just have to accept about yourself.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It is there. It will stay. Mwenye anasumbuka sana, anaenda tu ate affix forehead yake ama akuja land ndege hapa. I mean, what do you want me to do? And I cannot. And also, I always say, your happiness will not always be dependent on someone else.
It can't be. Actually.
It can't be. Can you imagine, Debbie, today, you've left this house. You're happy. And then you reach the gate, the watchman anakasirisha. You're angry. Matatu, unaenda kuna matatu, anakukosea, you're angry.
Yeah.
I mean, you will be miserable.
Yeah, there's so many reasons.
And people don't like happy people. So they will.
People don't like happy people.
They don't.
People don't like. Oh yeah.
They'll always try to bring you down.
Yeah.
Be confident. Be confident. Be confident. Carry yourself how you'd carry. What do you treasure the most? Is it your phone? Carry.
I don't know. My health, I guess.
Yeah. Like, carry it with pride, because that's the only body you have. Like, you'll ever have.
Hey, media will finish us, but don't let it finish you. Please.
We finish it.
We are the ones who have to
finish it.
Yeah, and then also another thing is, you don't know how long. I mean, I don't think YouTube is even 20 years old. YouTube was not there in the 90s. I don't think so. It came up just the other day. And there are so many outlets of, media things. We don't know if they'll be there even 50 years from now. So don't let that one thing that someone is making affect you so much that it can actually just paralyze you, where you don't feel like I can do anything, I can move, or if you're happy, I mean, it can make you feel like you're not worthy, and that's not true, because you are created by a God who loves you. So yeah, please, we encourage you that you're not alone, and that
all this is a lie. The media is a lie.
It's a lie.
All these people who are making you feel bad, they're lying. Okay. You're beautiful.
They're lying. And you're
that tummy is okay.
Is it?
Yeah. It's okay, sis. You'll do something about it if you're not proud of it.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Okay? That forehead, let it pop.
Forehead.
That
sis, you're killing me.
Your flabby arms, it's fine. Okay? I'm talking to my thick girls. Go and talk to your girls, okay? I'm talking to my thick. Your thighs, wiggly, let it wiggle.
Wiggle. Or your stretch marks.
Or your stretch marks. Or you should do your eyebrows. If they don't grow, they don't grow. Love it like that.
Indeed. Love it.
Love it. It's your body.
Yeah.
You feel bad and they sleep at night.
But you feel bad when this. Oh yeah.
You feel bad and then they sleep at night after they've tortured you. Please, come on, sis. You better than that. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Okay. Let's hear from you, sis.
I think I am.
Give them
I think I'm finished. But yeah, I mean, I think we've said most things. If there's anything we've left out, we'll have another video some other time on that, or any other content. But I also wrote an article on this topic, and I'll be sharing it in my description box. So please feel free to check it out and share and comment if you like it. Yeah, so just a reminder that you are loved, you are cherished.
Do not let any
Guy, I know them. We are falling. Lakini wewe hii outro imeisha. Sawa.
Sawa.
Thanks guys. No. Thank you for watching.
Do not let anyone define you.
Okay. So they won't let anyone define you. The only person who defines you is the one who created you. Period. That's it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment,
and subscribe.
Bye.
Looking at me.
So she done it. Sunny medu. Anyway, now we are serious. Now karibuni sana. I mean karibu sana. What? Karibuni. Koni, how many are you?
Debbie, will we do this video today?
Imagine tunatumia you. We are here. We have begun. Hey, your eyesight is so bad. Oh my goodness.
You can see? I want to
Oh, sister, that's Oh my God.
A lot of you have been asking about who my plug is. For this hair, I got it from
a lot of you. The comment section. Cricket sounds.